Okay, we're in section 12.5, volume of rectangular prisms. There's a formula that you need to know, and our formula is volume equals length times width times height. Guys, length is the distance across the front of the figure. Width is still the distance on the side of the figure, and height is the actual height of the figure. All right, so length, width, and height. And then the first problem that we're solving has these dimensions: 16 inches long, 6 inches wide, 10 inches high. And we just make our substitutions straight into the formula. And guys, it's as easy as multiplying. Literally, you just multiply. 16 times 6 times 10. And what did you get? 960 inches cubed. And we cube it when it's volume because it's that three-dimensional, it's how much it can actually hold. All right, you think you can do another one? Okay, start to finish all on your own. Here's your dimensions. So again, I make my substitutions, and 4 times 5 times 6 is what?
120.
Who got 120 feet cubed? Okay, now what if you know volume and you're asked to find a different part of the dimension? So now they give you volume and you have to solve for what?
Height.
You have to solve for height. Okay, no big deal. Just plug in your numbers. Plug in 1440 for volume, 24 times 10 times h. Well, how would I solve for h? How do you think? How would I solve for h? Shonda?
Multiply 24 times 10, and then you get 240, and then you divide 240.
All right, very good. So go ahead and do that. All right, so then we multiply and then we divide both sides. Go ahead and do that. All right, what'd you get?
6.
Okay, because we multiplied 24 times 10, divide both sides, and we get 6 millimeters. All right, now I want you to do this next one on your own. Okay, this time the volume is 160 centimeters cubed, and you don't know width. But you still simplify what you can, and then you'll divide both sides to solve for W. All right, so when I plug in 160 for V, what do I do next? I have 10W8.
You do 10 times 8.
10 times 8, which is 80. Now, I had some people say, well, I just did 10 times 8 times W. That would be fine, too. You still get 80W, and when you divide both sides by 80, what do you get?
2 centimeters.
2 centimeters. Now, let me give you this scenario. So I need to haul some sand from the store to my house. I need to haul some sand in my truck bed, and write down these dimensions. My truck bed is 8 feet long, 5 feet wide, and 3 feet high. How much sand can my truck bed hold? All right, go ahead and figure it out. All right, I need to haul some sand. My truck bed's 8 feet long, 5 feet wide, 3 feet high. How much sand can my truck bed hold? So I do 8 times 5 times 3 to get 120 feet cubed, or cubic feet. So that's how much sand my truck can hold. Now I need 300 cubic feet. I need 300 total. How many trips am I going to have to take? So write it down. Write it down. Don't say the answer out loud. I need 300 feet, cubic feet of sand. So how many trips am I going to have to take? How many do you think? Okay, so why 3? Yeah, so it is 2.5. It is 2.5. But if you make half a trip, does it do any good to stop in the middle of the road? All right, got my 2.5 trips. The sand didn't make it back to your house, okay? So that third trip, you're hauling just a little less sand, maybe. But if it's me, I'm going to still fill up my truck again, right? That third time, and just maybe have a little extra. I mean, you're making the trip anyway. So just, using basically volume to solve for something like a real world type of situation. That's what we did here. All right, and if you understand that, that would be everything you need to know for 12.5.